Good morning. Hey, I'm Suzanne Titkemeyer from No Longer Quivering, and now just for myself. I want to talk about something this morning that's a little bit different. There's not going to be any without a moral center here. I'm not talking about her today. Everything's gone quiet with her, which is how it should be. It should be quiet. But I am salty, as I'm as salty as my bracelet today. Something went down, yes. Well, it's been going down over days. I was just made aware of it yesterday that kind of blows my mind that I think we got guys need to talk about. You know, that when I wrote for No Longer Quivering, I would cover these strange fringe religions, not just the quiverful, but anybody who was quiverful but had some other odd thing going on. There was one particular group that when I covered them, I would have all kinds of pushback. They would post on my videos that they were going to come to Costa Rica, shave my head, beat me to death, various things. Well, I've had a lot of friends that cover them too. I have a fellow YouTube creator who is a friend of mine, somebody I talked to a few times. We even phoned back and forth a few times. And he disappeared on the 20th of January. He disappeared and they found his body. It took them 10 days or so to identify who he was because apparently he was beaten pretty badly. I'm not entirely surprised by that, just knowing that the people that he was talking about, because he was talking about this one particular group of independent fundamentalist Baptists, the new independent fundamentalist Baptists, that was all he covered. He covered all the insanity going on with them. He covered their inner fights because they certainly had them. They had everything happen in that group. There's been childhood sexual molestation by older men in the group. There has been drugs, cavorting with prostitutes. There's been practically every kind of worldly thing happen that they claim only happens among sinner heathens. So I covered them. He covered them. He is one of the, and that was a friend of mine just PMing me about it. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, he covered them and I covered them. We all did. All of us that covered him and watched these people, they used to routinely throw death threats out. Okay, the police have not said, and it hasn't even been in the papers yet or in media, who killed this guy or what. But I am pretty sure my spidey senses are telling me it's this group, the new IFB, and their leader is Steven Anderson. Did Anderson kill him? I don't think so. I think Anderson is too busy with that. But there were a number of people that this guy, Todd Ferguson, fooled with on a regular basis, that he talked to them. He showed up at one of their conferences in Cincinnati, their Red Hot Preaching Conference. I think it was what they called it. And he disappeared in front of his house from the street. They found the body. Took 10 days to identify him. That's all that's really known so far. But here's where it gets suspicious and why I think it's the IFB and why I'll be covering this new IFB. Since this has happened and since the announcement of his death, and this is a YouTube creator, like I've said, there have been all kinds of YouTube videos that have gone up about death from the new independent fundamentalist Baptist group. They keep putting this stuff up and they're rejoicing over his death. These are the same people that were rejoicing over the Pulse nightclub shooting and were calling for the US government to execute all gay people. My husband seems to think that this is all involved with our recent elections and the insanity with the whole Capitol. It may be. It looks like it's emboldened these creeps to start being violent. I believe that they bumped Todd off. I believe that they're constantly posting videos celebrating his death and saying he's in hell. Last night, they hacked his YouTube channel. They replaced all of his videos exposing the new IFB with videos about shoes, all with the song Celebrate Good Times as the background music. It was disgusting and disturbing on so many levels. This morning, I noticed that whoever is his legacy has retaken back those videos and put the right one